me introduce the man with the plan for glutathione himself. He's come from out of town just to be here on this show. You've seen him here before, and I probably won't finish saying his name before you say, "Ah, he's back." Yes, I'm talking about Dr. Breakthrough. I'm talking about Dr. Breakthrough Harris. Let's welcome him to Dr. Delagraentiss Presents, the television talk show with the Madison Avenue look. Come on. Hi there, my friend, my brother.
Come on now.
Yes, it is so good to have you back.
Oh, man, it's good to be here, bro.
Excellent.
What a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure to be with Dr. Delagraentiss.
Oh, I'm honored. I am so honored. I promise you. We continue to team up. We continue to knock the ball out of the park. You are dressed to the nine today. I'm going to salute your beautiful, blessed wife. Wait. Before we go any further, tell us who she is. I love the way you say that.
My ABCD. That stands for Adorable Brown Caramel Delight. Matter of fact, I got another ABCD.
Oh.
That's Angelic Blessed Chocolate Delicacy. And we just did a renewing of our vows.
Yes.
And at the renewing of our vows, I came up with an A through Z, and I just went through the whole alphabet.
Wow. You're the man. Well, for most people, this projectile, this entity that little David has, that parenthetically we have, and Abba, Father, has provided for all of us, born of a woman, that is glutathione. I need you to just rip my audience up with at least a portion, because there are a plethora of things that glutathione is more than beneficial for. But let's start with wherever you want to start talking about this incredible entity.
Well, first of all, let me say, 3 John 2, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health. See, the world says you got to choose. So you got to be healthy or you're going to be wealthy. And most people, they waste their health trying to gain wealth.
Yes.
And then they turn around and try to use their wealth to buy their health back, right?
So
but
true.
Oftentimes it's too late then.
Yes.
So we don't have to choose. It's not either or, it's both and. So Father's Day is coming up, and our Father, Abba Father, what did he say? I wish above all things, a priority, that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prosper. Now, 1 Thessalonians 5:23, we pray God your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of the Lord. But if you're like I am, my friend, you've probably been through some heartaches, some sicknesses, some downturns. As a matter of fact, we just want to let you know and understand this. When the body gets what God designed for the body to have, the body will do what God designed it to do.
Yes.
Right? On my way down here, my car gets low on gas. If I stop and put water in the radiator, and I can't figure out why is it not running? I didn't need water in the radiator. It was low on gas, right?
Right, yes.
And so a lot of times you're not deficient of the things that people are giving you. But there's something called glutathione, which is the master molecule. Now, in the martial arts, I'm a grandmaster, meaning there's no higher position. I would call this the grandmaster of molecules.
Come on, I love it. Yes,
right?
yes,
and
yes.
and glutathione is so important that Dr. Oz came on his television show a couple years back, and he said, I'm about to tell you about the most important molecule you probably never heard of. And he told his audience, he said, write it down. It's called glutathione. And he had a whole series in training on that. Well, real quick, let's talk about a couple of things. Glutathione, Bishop, as you know, it's a super antioxidant.
And it is.
We've got to have, see, here's the thing. If your immune system is weak and broken down, then disease, bacteria, so forth. But when your immune system is strong, it fights all these things off.
Yeah.
And so it's very simple if we could just learn to keep our immune system strong. Well, antioxidants, that's what it's going to do. It also defends the white blood cells. We're talking about glutathione, my friend. It also does this. It removes the free radicals.
Yes.
Now, Folks, I'm going to tell you something. If you understand the power of this, and again, we're not making any claims whatsoever. We're simply teaching you a very simple concept. You know, I'm working a few credits away from a doctor of naturopath. And one of the things about naturopath is it's all about getting the body in homeostasis or proper balance. Because when the body's in homeostasis or proper balance, then the body then again does what God designed it to do. And just like if you cut your hand, what happens? Immediately it starts to the process of taking care of that to heal that. Right? But if I keep cutting my hand on the exact same spot every day, it can't, and eventually it breaks down. So we've got to have some help. And glutathione, my friend, the master molecule that Dr. Breakthrough and Grandmaster in Ishinu Karate, I'm calling the Grandmaster molecule. It's an immune booster. It's also for joint support. How many people, by the way, how many people that get over 50 or 60 and wake up in the morning and they're walking like an old man or old woman for a couple moments, right? How about having some great joint support? What about cognitive health? Right? What about a sharpness of mind? Yeah. What about a calmness of spirit? Yeah. By the way, is anybody dealing with stress today?
Yes.
Well, glutathione is known to help people to deal with stress. It gives also clean and sustained energy. Not this jittery, not just jump up and down. No, a clean and sustained energy. So many people now are off their coffee and off their energy drinks because of using this new type of glutathione that's nano-sized, liquid form type of technology that literally, in just a few moments.
Yeah, pump your brakes just for a moment. Because I love what you're sharing.
Okay.
I love what you're sharing.
And let me do this. While you do that,
yeah.
I'm going to demonstrate how we do this.
Good.
Okay, so just 2 capfuls.
Mm-hmm. So, you mentioned nanotechnology, which is an area that I concentrate on. Biomagnetic, nanotechnology, quantum touch, whole body vibration therapy, and the like. So many people have, I'm just going to call it what they are, fake products, synthetic products. But they will put a buzz name on the front of it. They will use things like nanotechnology. I know for a fact, not all of these are nanotechnology. I know that they are sometimes too large to be considered nano anything. It needs to be the nano in order to get into the cell properly. You want to say anything about that?
Well, you know, we have 100 trillion cells in our body, and every minute 100 million are dying and being replaced.
Yes.
If they get proper nutrients, if they get detoxified and cleansed, they literally can come back stronger. And that's why one of the things of glutathione, it not just hinders aging, it almost like reverses, right, that aging process. So, but yes, you're exactly right. And so, and one of the things we're here to do is, it was like an expert one time at the bank, he was teaching the folks about money, and they said, well, how many lessons, how many hours have you studied fake money? And he said, I haven't. I've just mastered real money.
Thank you.
And when you master the real money, anything that doesn't look like that, you know it's fake.
You know it's fake.
So what I just tell people is just give it a shot, just give it a try. Your body will let you know, my friend. Because again, so many more things about glutathione, for instance, rapid recovery. As an elite athlete, you know, when working out, you've got to have that recovery time. I got a couple sons that are power lifters, right? You got to have good recovery. And what about improved sleep? On the way driving down there, a lady called me. She's like, oh my goodness, I got to order some orders. She said, I've been sleeping like a baby. Now, here's the thing that people don't understand. Now, years ago, in my zeal, I was overzealous. I was living off of 3.5 hours of sleep a night. I worked 2 jobs going through college. And then they kind of taught me that John Wesley woke up at 4 o'clock to pray. They forgot to tell me he went to bed at 9. So I'm going to bed at 12:30, 1 o'clock, right? So make a long story short, I end up collapsing out of exhaustion. Now listen carefully. Here's what I learned. And that is this. I was juicing, I was eating healthy, had a perfect V cut. And that's when I found out health is not so much based on how you look, it's based on your internal organs.
There you go.
And more importantly, what? The cells. Right? So the cells. And so here's what happened, my friend. One guy explained it to me this way. He said, not getting enough sleep is like putting your car into the garage so the mechanic can fix it, but then pulling it back out before he has a chance to fix it.
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And so when you get to sleep properly, my friend, that's where the body does the regenerative process. And so sleep is very important. And so many people are sleep deprived today. And we're talking about glutathione, nano-sized technology. As I demonstrated, you swish it. And by the way, if you want to turbocharge, then don't just swish it, then gargle. Well, listen, they say 30 seconds to a minute. Well, I'm always extreme. I do 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I don't do it once a day. I do it 3 times a day. And I'm going to tell you now, when Dr. Breakthrough has a breakthrough, that's a real breakthrough. I'm going to tell you about 10 different breakthroughs that I've had in the last 15 days on this powerful product that, listen, my friend, anybody can get access to. And we don't make any claims. We just let you tell us what it does. Glutathione, by the way, is also going to help reduce pore size and also lift and firm the skin. So many people have said, man, now, by the way, one of them is I've lost some weight, but we have people that have lost any weight. But people say, what are you doing to lose weight? But was because the skin product that we have also treated with this, guess what? It makes the skin so tight and that face, they like, your face looks so much thinner. How much weight did you lose, right? So we could go on and on and on. But let me just give you, if I may.
I want you to.
All right.
I've been studying this for 29 years in my private practice.
Wow.
And when I first started talking about glutathione, I kept getting pushed back.
Of course.
Because even the medical community and the science community thought this was nouveau. And said, no. This would have been in first humanity. Glutathione had to have been there at the beginning, and it is Abba, Father, who makes sure that it's there. It is the master antioxidant. And as such, it literally directs whatever supplement you think you're taking. It will tell that supplement where to go, what to do.
That's what I'm going to.
But
that's what I'm going to tell you. Because see, the guy that called me, he said, Doc, he said, I have something. He said, man, he said, let me send it to you. And I said, no, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to hurt you at all. You know, I said, Brian, you're a great guy. I said, but I juice every day. Most people don't juice. I said, but that will make a radical breakthrough in people's health.
Yes.
But not only that, there's about 10 different products, minerals and supplements, premium supplements that I take, right? Then I walk every day. So I do between 5,000 to 10,000 steps every day. Sometimes I jog, sometimes I'm on my treadmill, whatever, so forth. So I said, so if I don't see anything drastic, don't be, he said, no, don't worry, Doc, I'm sending it to you. Well, quite the contrary. My results, I'm going to tell you in a minute, were turbocharged because, as you mentioned, when I found out that glutathione is the master, I call it grandmaster molecule, then it works so synergistically, it like turbocharged everything else that was put in my body. So watch this. I normally, like I said, 5,000 to 10,000 steps. My record is 26,000 steps. But remember, back last year in August, I had COVID. I was in the hospital for 11 days and so forth. So they told me and I had pneumonia. They said it's going to be a couple years before I build my lungs back up. So they said, you're an elite athlete, don't push too hard. Well, me, I'm the kind of guy, the only reason to know your limits is to know what you need to break through. Oh, come on, somebody. But I said, okay, I do need to know when to pause, but I didn't learn this time, and so I went too far, 26,800 steps, and ended up in the hospital that night.
Wow.
So my wife was like, no, baby, you got to be careful. I said, okay. So with this product, I didn't do 26,000 steps, which is my record that put me in the hospital. And that's not a good record when you end up in the hospital, by the way. And we're not advocating that.
No.
But I did 51,773 steps. Listen to me now. That's 24.7 miles. And I did not end up in the hospital. And as a matter of fact, my friend, the same day, let me hear you say same day. Same day. Now, my son's got me doing the bench, and just a little bit, like 120 pounds on the bench. I do like 10 reps, and I do 2 sets of that. Now, the most I've been able to do is 3 sets. Again, we're talking about 120 pounds, 10 reps, okay? Now, I'm just about 62, so, so it's like, Dad, just kind of work you. So anyway, and remember when I first came home from the hospital, I couldn't even lift the thing once, right? Matter of fact, well, we won't get too much in that, but just say in my master suite, walking from my bedroom in the master suite to the bathroom, I would be so tired of taking 10 to 12 steps, I would have to sit down for 10 to 15 minutes to regain the energy to walk back. So, I mean, this is and I started praying for what I call an ABC. You say, what's an ABC? I'm glad you asked. That's an anointed breakthrough comeback. So I said, I don't want to do like everybody else and take years. I want an anointed breakthrough comeback. And so watch this, the same day, so I'm this weight, instead of doing, the most I've done is 3 sets of 10 reps, I did 15 sets of 12 reps. In other words, instead of doing 30 times, 180 times in the same day. Now, wait a minute. I know I'm not going to be able to get out of bed in the morning.
Okay, yeah, right.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, okay, it's good I broke these records, shattered the records, but I know I'm not. I got out of bed. Now, I was a little sore.
Pay for it the next
I'm going
morning.
to pay for it the next morning.
Yeah.
But I was able to get up out of bed. I thought, no, I'm going to spend all day in bed, right? And by the way, that's the beautiful thing about having what I call residual and rollover money. See, most people make roll-out money. They got to roll out to work, but I got rollover money. Roll over, kiss my wife, and I'm still getting paid. Oh, come on, somebody. But anyway, so I said I didn't have to spend my day in the bed, and I was a little sore. But guess what? That day I did another 22,000 steps. Right?
So are you saying that in your own personal experience?
In my own personal experience. I'm not giving guarantees for anybody else.
The differential is glutathione that you're taking.
What I'm telling you is, on top of all this other stuff and juicing every day, then I'm thinking I'm not going to notice anything. I got drastic results.
Hello.
So yeah, if you're out there and you say, look, I'm healthy, I'm taking this, well, I'm telling you, how about turbocharging that to a whole nother level? Yes. Now think about this. Now I always had 20/10 vision, Bishop, but my vision started getting blurry. Now on the computer I had to start wearing the blue blockers, right? And so, but my wife said, baby, you should go get your eyes checked. And why are we men so stubborn? Like, I don't want to get my eyes checked. You know why? They're probably going to put me on glasses. I don't want to wear glasses. And I'm not going to do contacts. I used to see my mom, I'm like, I'm not touching my eye with no little, I'm not doing that, right?
Yes.
But guess what? It started getting so bad
that
I was thinking, I might need to go to the doctor to get my eyes checked. And after taking this glutathione product, liquid form, just switching like I showed you, but I did it 3 times a day, and instead of 30 seconds to a minute, I did it for 3 minutes to 5 minutes. My vision, I was watching Judge Mathis show. We love Shark Tank. We love The Prophet. We love American Greed. And my wife loves Judge Mathis. She loves to laugh, and I love it when she laughs. So I'm watching. I'm like, baby. She's like, what? I can see it's crystal clear. This is crazy. Right? Now she jokingly said, now baby, what is that? What if that's in your head? And I said, well, tell you what, pray for me that it stays in my head. Because clear vision is a whole lot better than blurry vision. And right?
Anytime.
So watch this real quick. Next thing I noticed is deep breathing. Now again, my lungs, it was like it would fill up and stop. And all of a sudden I noticed deeper breathing. I was like, whoa. Now watch this. I actually had an apparatus here. I happened to bring it with me. So when I was in the hospital, when I got out, while I was in, I could only get this thing up to 500, okay? Now, by the time I got out of the hospital, after 11 days, I was all the way up to 1,000, okay? I wish the folks out there could see up to 1,000. After being home for several months, working it, doing every day, several times a day, I was able to get up to 2,000. Okay, so 2,000 for those of you out there, that's about right. That's okay. That's where that is. So can we do a little demo here?
Please demo. Wait. Do that again.
I'm gonna put this thing where.
Wow.
Y'all didn't see that?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So what I'm telling you is this, my friend. From 2,000 to over 3,000, and listen, my friend, that's crazy. See, I like to say documentation enhances the presentation, not beats it now, because you got to have some talking going on. But that's not all that happened. I'm telling you. Now, again, as Dr. Breakthrough, I can't provide the breakthrough. I just prescribe the breakthrough. But when people follow my breakthrough prescription, God provides it, okay? And so I'm just telling you, my friend, if you're sluggish, if you're tired all the time, if you're not sleeping well, listen, my friend, if you don't have your best performance, and I'm all about, as Dr. Breakthrough, empowering people. I educate, empower, and elevate people to break through any barrier that would hinder their success, and I empower them to break to the best version, or at least a better version of themselves. And this glutathione, nano-sized liquid form, my friend, I call it the breakthrough secret. Right? Breakthrough secret. So, as a matter of fact, listen, I talked about the deep breathing, but then the weight loss, I lost 4 pounds, right? Just doing what I normally do, I released excuse me, 4 pounds. Didn't drop it, released it. Because if I dropped it, I may pick it back up. No, I released it, gone, all right? And then sleeping. Now, once a man usually hits 50, he's got to wake up a couple times in the middle of the night to use the restroom. It's been years that I would have to wake up and go to the restroom. Now I eat, what's it called? The seeds, what's it called? The green little, it'll come to me in a minute. But anyway, so I eat the seeds. I mean, I take a little salt, palmetto, different things. But still, I still have to get up about twice a night. After 4 days of being on this product, for the next 5 days, which last night would have been, I have not had to wake up one single time in the middle of the night to go to the restroom. Now listen, my friend, if you're a man, that means a lot to you. Now, I had a chiropractic doctor friend of mine out in California, and so I was telling him about it, and he was kind of like, yeah, doc, you sound a little like hype. I said, bro, this ain't hype. I've got real results. You'd be excited if you had results like that too. I mean, so he said, I'll let my wife try it. Well, when I sent him a text about me not having to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, he thought, oh my goodness, I'll try it. He called me last night and said, you're not going to believe this. For the last couple of nights, I haven't had to get up either. He said, now, not only my wife wants some more, he said, my son wants some. He said, I think I want all my patients to get on this. And I said, bro, if it's glutathione, the grandmaster molecule for your body, why wouldn't you? Okay, but that's not all the results I had. Here's another thing that happened to me, my friend. I noticed that I have skin. I had a rough patch of skin where it was like not like camel, but really thick, just rough. Okay, and they have a special, not just where'd it go? Oh, here it is. They also have a skin product. Now this helps as well, but this, and I'm gonna show you, demonstrate. Here's all you do with this. I mean, come on, somebody. Now. I have a spot that was balding, and I learned that if I spray it on that spot and rub it in, now Bishop, look, and I'm going to see it, TV folks, the hair's starting to grow. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy.
Wait.
I'm not making any claims, bro. Oh, my goodness. Pumpkin seeds. That was the pumpkin seeds, right? That's what I was. There you go.
That's refreshing.
Oh, bro.
So me skin.
Oh, so watch this now. So I have a wheel exercise that has a wheel and two handles, and I used to do that all the time. And ever since I had COVID, I have not been able to do it. And then the other day, I went and I said, "Let me try that thing," and I did 3 of them. I'm talking about I get down and fall, right?
Yeah.
So the energy, the strength, it's amazing. That's not all that happened to me. Another thing that happened to me was this: I would have occasional brain fog, right? And so sometimes it'd be once or twice a week. Now, when you're used to having a sharp mind, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm the kind of guy that used to totally promulgate my esoteric cogitations and articulate my superficial sentimentalities with amicable and philosophical psychological observations and beware platonists, ponderosities, and even let my extemporaneous verbal evaporations demonstrate a clarified conciseness, no previous grenadity or junjung bafflement. But after COVID, sometimes I'll be going, but some of y'all know what I'm talking about, my friend. And when you can't remember stuff, and it's like your brain there's this fog. It just lifted.
Wonderful.
It lifted. Now I feel back as educated as you are now. But I'm saying this. How do I say this delicately? As a man in his 60s, some men have to get a pill to help with their wife.
Okay.
All I can tell you is it's like a pup tent, like Mama's Extra Happy is all I'm going to tell you.
Wonderful.
I got a license. I aim to you. But anyway, but what I'm saying, these are some of the results. Again, my results may not be your results. Yeah. Here's what I tell people. You get it, you try it, you take it and see what it does for you. Yeah. All right? And listen, and I'd love to. Listen, I just love for you to give it a shot. Because you might be like I am saying, look, I do so much. My wife one time laughed. She said, baby, all these vitamins and stuff you take. I was like, baby, isn't it better than me being on medications and things? And you know what I mean? And again, if you're on any kind of medication, but for me, I'd rather, okay, here's the way I am. If I got in an accident and I got a cut, first person I want to see is a doctor, right? Eyeball hanging out. I don't want to see an herbalist. No, I want to see a doctor, right? American doctors here, I mean, excel in emergency care. But when it comes to my health, a lot of times they haven't been trained in health. A lot of times they would tell you, when you get sick, come back and see me, right? So what I'm saying is I had to learn to take personal responsibility, and you should learn to take personal responsibility. And in the church, here's the problem. They're looking for divine healing. Oh, they want to get divinely healed. And I don't have a problem with that. But here's the problem I have. I've seen people divinely healed then end up dying of the same thing they got divinely healed of. Why? Because they avoided, listen, they just ignored principles of divine health.
Thank you.
So when you practice principles of divine health, that cuts down on you needing divine healing. As a matter of fact, when you practice principles of divine health, your body starts doing the divine healing on a daily basis, so you don't need some radical thing to and so again, this is no condemnation on anybody. I just want to encourage, somebody's been praying for a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Somebody's been praying, how do I practice 3 John 2? If God says he wants me to prosper and be in health, how do I do that, my friend? Well, listen, your glutathione, by the way, from age 21, it cuts down about 10 to 15% every decade. 10 to 15%. So somebody like me in your 60s, that means you're operating off about 50%. Hello. So what if you kick that back up? Imagine now. So,
all right.
okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe 36. I don't know, but no, 26 is okay.
Come on.
But anyway, but let me do what my wife says. Baby, just breathe.
Well, while you're breathing, we're going to take a break. This is awesome. We knew it was going to be. Listen, my dears, we have a very special moment for you to enjoy.